Instead of playing B7 like this, try this. Now for this example, B7 is going to be the 5th chord in the key of E. So I'm going to start by deconstructing these two triads: root position, strings 2, 3, and 4, and second inversion, strings 3, 4, and 5. Now the only difference between these two triads is that root position, strings 2, 3, and 4, I got the 5th on the melody, B string, and second inversion, I have the 5th on the bass, on the A string. Now with this information, I'm going to create my first guitar parts. I'm going to use some double stops and single note lines. So I'm going to start by sliding from a half step below on the G and B string. And I'm going to go to the root, back to the major third, and half step up is going to be that E note. That's the 11 or the 4. It's going to be the 4 in relationship to this B and the 11 in relationship to this B, but it's the same note. Back to the root, whole step below is going to be the flat 7, and half step below, 6th fret of the D string is going to be the 6. So far I have this. Then I'm going to go back to the triad, and I'm going to think about the D and the G string. I have the root and the third. I'm just going to slide it from a half step below. So I have this. Now from here I'm going to think about this second inversion triad, and I'm just going to start from the 5th. These are the notes that I'm going to use: 5th, 6, root, 9. Everything in relationship to this B. And I'm just going to play this. So the first part goes like this. From here I'm going to this dominant 9th chord with the bass on the flat 7. In this case it's going to be B9 with the bass on A. I got the flat 7, I got the 9, I got a distance of a whole step to the 3rd, really nice tension between the G and the B string, and I have the root on the melody. Now a nice way to create movement without leaving the shape is just to bring that 3rd, 4th fret of the B string half step up to that 4th. So now we have a really nice suspended sound here. We have a B9 sus4. You can just groove here. And to finish, I have this B7. I got the triad of strings 2, 3, and 4, second inversion, 5th, root, and 3rd, and I got that flat 7 on the 5th fret of the A string. So my second measure is going like this, from B9 to B9 sus4 to B7. Now there is a second guitar on the back that is playing this. Now I'm playing this B7 voicing on the top 4 strings. I got the 5th, the flat 7, the 3rd, and the flat 7 again. Now let's think about triads for a second with this chord. I'm going to take that flat 7 away because I'm doubling it. I'm just going to play it on the 2nd fret of the G string. So I'm going to have this chord. Now that's a diminished chord. In the key of E, the 7th chord, in this case D sharp, is the diminished, right? In the major scale, the 7th chord is diminished. Now here's an easy way to find that diminished triad, right? D minor, half step up, D sharp minor. Now replace the high string, this F sharp note, for the D string. Now I have the F sharp on the bass. That's going to be a first inversion triad. That means the 3rd is here, the 5th is on the G string, and the root is on the B string. Now, by creating a diminished triad, the only thing you need to do is bring the 5th half step down. Now I have a D sharp diminished triad. All I need to do to make it a 7th chord is put my bass on B. B7. Here's another way to do it. D minor, strings 1, 2, and 3. Half step up, D sharp minor. Bring the 5th half step down, D sharp diminished. Put your root on B, B7. So the formula goes like this: 7 chord diminished with the bass on the 5th chord is always going to give you a 5 chord dominant. It's a good reason to learn your diminished triads. And after playing this B7 chord, all I'm doing is playing this single note line that goes like this. Just 2 notes, root and flat 7. Now if I put all that together, at the end I have this.